A Mexican restaurant in Waterville was forced to close its doors earlier this month until further notice.
The city's code enforcement office and fire department performed an inspection and say they found the restaurant to be in violation of several codes. The restaurant was inspected on May 31st, and Waterville Deputy Fire Chief Jason Frost says they needed to properly secure a CO2 tank and fix emergency lights. He says one of the violations was on the hood system.
Found some violations, and it's not just one violation in general, it's a cumulative effect of the violations. But one of the violations per se was like the hood system needed to be cleaned. And we have had fires in the state in the last couple months. There was one in Portland, one in Augusta, because the hood systems were not cleaned properly. And this one needed to be cleaned. And without it being cleaned, it's hard to operate like that.
The restaurant was closed in December of 21 after a health inspector found numerous health violations. We reached out to the owner today for comment, but did not receive any word back.